Hey there, everybody. I'm playing Dingan. It's my last match of the season. And basically I have to tie him. I have to get 3 or better to promote to A. So he's starting here. He's good at counter. I don't know what he's waiting for now. If he's thinking or what. I haven't even looked at the board. I got a phone call. I really don't know what he's I don't even know what's on the kingdom. There's nothing. There's a little bit of draw, but that's it. Wishing Well's the only draw. There's alms. So really the question is whether you, I think you do want to build a little bit, because Giants actually, well, Fortress kind of counters that a bit. I'm not sure. I mean, what are you building to? Maybe treasure maps? That's not crazy, actually. That's not crazy at all. Although, if you were doing that, maybe the best thing would have been a double spice merchant opening, actually. So, well, we'll see. Yeah. There's still, it's gonna be really a crappy engine. Like, really, really crappy. So I'm not, well, there's just not a lot else going on, though. So, I mean, if you weren't playing this, nothing else looks better. I do think maybe alms for double spice merchant opening would have been interesting to try. I'm not sure if it would have been better or not, but anyway, we will find out. We've only got to turn 3. He's taking a lot of... It's either freezing on me or he's really thinking a lot here. He's probably sitting there thinking the same thing. I don't know if it's a connection thing or if I don't know what's going on here. I hope his Spice Merchant missed the shuffle. That would have been cool. I'm already bored. I'll tell you that much. Oh, he gets a giant. That's nice. The giant seems pretty reasonable to me. I think I'm going to take a baron. We may want some fortresses in here because... I mean, it's giant defense. I don't know if it's really that good of giant defense, but... it's something. Probably not a game changer. Also, I could get Lighthouse. I mean, that would also be fine. No, it's the Baron. So those are gone. I think... So playing those treasures was technically... Not even technically, it was just worse, right? It made it so that I couldn't gain 2 4s, potentially, if I wanted to. Which is not a huge deal. I mean, I don't think I want 2 4s, but... Maybe I want a giant of my own. That's what I can't decide, if I want a giant or if I want a... if I want to try this treasure map stuff. But I could have got 2 4s there, yeah. Or if I just want to take a gold, you know, that's not that crazy either. I kind of forgot there was plan also. I don't know. I hadn't even seen that plan was on the board until this exact instant. So that's not necessarily... that's not a bad play either. Wow, I can't believe it. I should have had a plan out a long time ago. That was silly. Totally didn't see it at all. It's awful. Alright, well, I'll put a plan on the lighthouses, I guess. I'm probably gonna. Well, I'm either gonna lose a wishing well or take a curse from his giant play here. If he got to it, which he probably will. I mean, unless it's this very last card. I sure wish I had. Oh, well, that doesn't matter. I sure wish I had seen plan. Boy. That's bad. He did not play his giant. I guess he wanted something else. I feel like I have quite some wishing wells left in the deck. Yeah, I think he's gonna go for the treasure map thing, although I don't really get the to me I should have been counting deck, but yeah, that was sloppy. So I'll try and pay a little better attention this shuffle. It's hard when the turns are long. Oh, that's fine. I don't really need that much. I can get it back pretty easily. Did he get the split on the wishing well 6-4? Or was it even? I'm not sure. This is all too fancy though, because it's not going to be good decks. I need to trash a lot more coppers. Oh well. Okay, so he just takes a call. I don't really see the two. I'm not sure I see the point of the two ironworks if he's going to just buy golds. The wishing wells are going to be so bad. The Baron is also going to be pretty bad. Pretty much throughout the game. I did it again. I keep forgetting this. Not to play the alms. Well, anyway. Or not to play the treasure so that I can alms for stuff. I really would take 2 treasure maps, probably. I could move the trashing token. I could get a native village. It's pretty useless, but Silver's pretty useless. This is just bad play. I really don't see this deck going anywhere at all. My deck, I mean, I think he'll probably... I mean, he's not gonna... Is he drawing the deck? No. That's unlikely, but... I think... It's just a mess. The Wishing Wells are gonna be so terrible. I don't know what I would have played, though, if I... Maybe just alms the Spice Merchants and then rush for the treasure map stuff and try and plan out the estate. I don't know. A deck with 10 Wishing Wells is still not very good, but it's a little scarier. I prevented the attack. The non-attack attack. This is taking forever too, so if I'll just resign. I'll resign every single one of these games if they're gonna take this long. See, that seems reasonable, I guess. I think my last two cards are a Wishing Well and an Ironworks. So I shuffled here, and I didn't play an Ironworks there. Woohoo! We changed the world. I could get a treasure map. I don't really want it in the deck yet, do I? No. Alright, so I think he got 6 of those Dern. Now the game's just slowing down. Alright. Maybe I'll get really lucky. No, not quite. That's okay though. I would like a treasure map actually. And then I'm gonna alms for another one. Feels like I could have been doing that play like 4 turns earlier if I had opened differently and played it differently. I'm not sure though. Every card he gains with Ironworks makes his Wishing Wells a little bit worse. It's true for me too, but I don't have very many Wishing Wells, so it's not as big a deal. I don't get the 2 ironworks either. I don't get all this fortress nonsense. I don't have a giant. I'm not probably gonna get one, so I'm gonna just say that I get lucky here and I do manage to. I guess he wants to have all the fortresses so he can alms for them. So he can wish for fortress. I don't know. It's pretty weird to me. Probably there I should have gotten a lighthouse and trashed, but I'll take a gold. Here I'm just going to work off the premise that I'm going to get lucky and line up the treasure maps right now, which I have a really good shot at. There's only going to be, I guess, one unknown card maybe. So I don't know how much money I'll have exactly at the end of this turn. The Baron's still in the deck. Yeah, he's just got a province now, which is fine. The province looks reasonable. Okay, now I know I'm going to get to the whatever they are called. The other treasure map. Well, I guess I don't know it for sure. What did I have? So this was... So both the wishing wells missed, so the estate had to be in hand. So there's a silver in here. And a fortress, okay. That seems alright. Oh, there's just a... I don't know. Do I want to shuffle? What's the shuffle? It's not anything good, right? It's just like just a bunch of bad cards. So let's not shuffle. I'm playing slow too. I shouldn't be talking too much about him. I really shouldn't be talking about him at all. I could kill my Baron. It's actually kind of awful. Maybe at the end he'll be able to use the ironworks better for estates. I don't know. I haven't really cared much for either of our plays this game. Either one of ours. Yeah, I don't... It's like we're playing. It's like it's built as if there's like a a plus vanilla bonus card event or something, you know. Hopefully these wishing wells just start being total garbage. A couple of them hit there, which is not weird, but hopefully they become just complete awful garbage. Um, it's probably too soon for a duchy, but I'm kind of thinking if he duchies here and then or if he provinces here and I province, then it won't be so weird. Two of those wishing wells hit. Three of them now. That's pretty nice. That's just good deck memory for him. I was gonna say that was lucky, but that was just him remembering his last card, which I failed to do badly on one early turn. I don't know why I wished for that silver that one time when I already clearly had it. Yeah, I'm not sure on this. I think he'll win, but it's not totally clear to me though. I have more treasure, but he still has a pretty good amount of treasure. He gets to set aside the estate immediately, so that's pretty nice. Oh no, he picked it up. Now I'm not really so sure about this play, because he is adding lots of estates to his deck. He may double province here. I don't know if he has that many golds. No, not quite. His coppers are gone. That means I have 3 coppers. Which is good to know. And one of them was out here. Okay. So there's 2 coppers in the deck. 1 wishing well. And I put in the ironworks. A fortress, I guess. And another lighthouse. And a spice merchant. I'm naming more cards than there are in there now, but so does that get me to 8? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it does. Let's not trigger shuffle. So this is a province at least. He's gonna rush the estates, huh? That's interesting. This is another province. I mean, I guess he can do it, probably with the barons and stuff, but he's got to be pretty close to it already. if he got to either his baron or his other ironworks, but I mean, pretty much any approach here is safe for him at that stage. He only has to get 3 estates, and he has all that ironworks and stuff. And I need to duchy twice. Yeah, let's just end it. I should have resigned, but oh well. So that's the first one to him. That's my start. He pushes his update thing. Let's see. Ferry on the Grand Markets is kind of neat. There's no draw, but there is this mountebank business. You can open mountebank, or you can try and do trashing, I guess. Fight it with trashing. So either you do ferry opening for mountebank, or you do like raise remake, probably. And get your mountebank a little bit later. It's weird, but it'll be. I think you can probably. I'm gonna try going for the trashing first. It's hard to say no to the opening, the mountebank opening, but 5-2 would be really great. Then you'd get both. You get to have your cake and eat it too. Raise mountebank would be really good. So, we'll see which one he does. You could also open a caravan guard, I guess, or a silver. I don't really see those being that great, but apparently we're following each other. So now the question is, do I want to ferry the Grand Markets already, or do I want to take a second raise? kind of want to try this already. Which is stupid, but but it's funny, so. Here I can get an estate and then kill that for one of those. I really don't think ferrying the Grand Markets at that point was the right play, but you know. I'm pretty dumb. do 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 do. Do 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 do. I may get a silver. It'll be kind of hard to get to. I have no idea why I ferried that. Because on my next turn I could be trashing copper and buying a Mount of Ink, which is pretty nice. Well, he followed me, so that's always nice when you can trick your opponent into doing something a little dumb. What kind of draw is that? How did... great. Well, not a lot to be done for it, I guess. It's hard to compete with a remake that pairs those guys up right away. And now he's just gonna pile these Grand Markets. Well, maybe not. He should get a mountebank though. Here. I don't think there's any question. I'm gonna remake a silver into a Grand Market and trash 2 coppers, I guess. A little thinner than him, that's nice. The Caravan Guard coin will do nothing here, but... well, shoot. It's gotta be the remake, right? What does the Grand Market get to me? Get to me. Nothing really, so... I do not want to play those. Now the draws look nice for me. Very nice, in fact. Yeah. If he doesn't have a 3 in hand, I'm probably getting the rest of these Grand Markets. So, well, one of them at least. Nope, both of them. Okay. So I'm totally trashed out. And I suppose I might as well buy a raise. That's going to be pretty hard for him to come back from. I got 7 of them. He, of course, has the... well, I mean, he's got a good deck, too. So... there's also, like, a pile out that's, like, pretty imminent. I'm not even sure if he can actually take any of these. He did that ferry pretty fast, but I'm not even sure he can actually buy any of these. Not without getting like a duchy or something. I'll probably have to take a colony on my turn if I'm not ending it. Yeah. See, he put that ferry... I mean, he's sort of setting himself up to pile out the next turn, but... I don't know. If I have enough, if I have enough extra buys, I can like buy ferry twice and move stuff around. Yeah, he just said now he's just like resigning basically. Not that he had a very great chance to begin with, but that's... taking any of those is basically just resigning. You might as well hit the button. Okay. So that went for me. I had a nice draw in the middle there. A quite fortunate draw, in fact. So to me, this looks like either Lone Workshop. Yeah, I think it looks like Lone Workshop to me. Because, look, I'm going to be secretive. Yeah, I mean, you could just go straight for the Workers' Villages, I guess. You could either open Workers' Village Loan or a Workshop Loan, I think. But anyways, you'll take moats pretty soon here and try and do a little bit of a draw engine, but anyways, I like a Workshop, I think. Hope your loan doesn't skip your the peddlers, I guess, is what I'm headed for here, and also just a sort of mini smithy draw engine. This will be a pile out too, assuming he mirrors, which it probably would be a pile out just regardless, but we'll empty these two for sure, and then probably get pretty far into these. Yeah, this is a really nice draw. So I'll double workshop here, I think. Hopefully estate's on top, but it's fine either way. Yeah, so I had a perfect draw. And this one looks not as perfect, but it'll at least be another moat. Yeah, that's fine. So, yeah, we'll go here. This will be 2 more workshops. Or, I don't know, I'm saying workshops. 2 more workers' villages. I hope if we draw into another workers' village here, we'll get off to a really big lead here. But either way, we're definitely ahead. Yeah, it's gonna be really, really hard for him to win here. Pretty much impossible. Yeah, with that draw, that's crazy too. That's so good. Oh, but this draw's bad, bad, bad. He had a nice draw too. That's good for him. This is awful, but I did get a moat off it. So if he... yeah, he's probably gonna get the rest of these peddlers. So it didn't actually win me the game because he got pretty much as many of those as me. Well, actually more than me. So I'm in a bad spot here because I can't even hardly take another peddler. Well, yeah, I can. He can't quite do that much, but maybe he can. I didn't... yeah, that 3 estate copper moat hand was a nightmare. I thought I had this one wrapped up. I wasn't... I guess his turns were pretty good too. I didn't know he had 2 workshops. That's interesting. He's really pushing the piles. I don't know how much money I have. Not 11, which is what I need to... This is pretty bad, actually. So you got 6 peddlers. Well, if his hand's done, let's just... it's so funny. How many moats can miss there? That's crazy. So what are we looking at for uniques? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so not enough for that guy. I'm kind of banking off him dudding. I can't quite tie him. I mean, if he fires, well, he can have different amounts of firing, right? So getting the peddler doesn't help me. Getting the moat might. getting the estate almost certainly won't. Probably watch, it'll be the estate. I mean, if he has like any of those workshops in hand by now, he can probably win. He may just be checking for an auto win, because never mind. Okay. Now I wish I did have that moat. The peddler again is still not that important. Yeah, I probably should have excuse me. I probably should have taken the moat. Because I don't think I can get this much money, even with a really good draw. Taking something, right? I mean, so we still didn't get to a to a province or anything. Wow, this is bad. Well, do I have a win? I don't think so. I have 7, so I can get. No, that's not a win. I am going to take the peddler this time. I wish I had it last time. Because the peddler didn't make it easier for him, didn't make it harder for him to pile out, and I could have had the dollar, and then I would have had a province there. That was bad. Just that, this turn here was stupid. Just bad on my part. Well, he's got a pretty easy pile out now. Hopefully he has a garbage hand. We know he has lots of like peddlers and moats in this hand. Or at least some. And one workshop probably. Unless he drew it dead last time. Well, he'll be able to buy a province, and that should let him do it. If he got to his 2 workshops. He doesn't have a lot of villages, which is the thing. But he could probably get four estates. In fact, if he has a workshop in hand, he already has it. Well, that was bad. Yeah, I should have had the peddler in my deck already to get the province. Oh well. Well, there's a reasonably good money thing in embassy money, or embassy tunnel, but there's also a pretty nice engine. He's such a good accountant. There is a really nice engine as well. And the engine can use tunnel. It's also just storeroom tunnel, storeroom tunnel embassy kind of a thing. I kind of want to try and build a little bit though, so I'm gonna do storeroom potion actually. Oh good, 5-2 is really awful. That's great news. Well, the count's okay opening. Count's pretty good opening, so it's not that awful. I take it back. I don't think I want to tunnel yet. Probably pretty soon, though. Oh, this is awful. Yeah, this is basically... I don't know how to describe it, but... a true nightmare. There's not a worse shuffle to get with this deck, actually. Nope, but that's okay. Slow makes me want to quit playing. How is that the turn that takes however many minutes? It's not even hard. I learned of a new Goku bug recently from Dan Brooks, and it involves Fortress, so we could maybe embrace it if we wanted to. So, I haven't shuffled yet, so the count's not in there. He's got a nice little deck. I'm just kind of counting on the fact that at the end I think I'll be able to put out more points. Like, he'll be able to province consistently, but I think I hope, I don't really know, but I hope I can catch him with farmland stuff and duchies and things. He's certainly going to province a whole bunch. He should probably be taking farmlands already, in fact, but I'm not going to complain. About that. I shouldn't have done quite all that, but... Probably there I should have actually trashed the copper in the estate. Alright, so... I need a... Playing the count doesn't really do anything. Unless I do... Well, we should figure out the monies, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 monies. That's not really good enough. 10 monies. uh, 10 monies is better. Though we have a real chance of hitting a dud here. He should be farmlanding already. He's never going to run out of money. Yeah. Well, that's not going to cut it. So... Okay, so I have to start scoring wild and crazy amounts of points right away. Probably means these just have to be duchies right now. Unfortunately, the way this draw worked out, the fortress came up at the end, so well, I could do it differently, but I don't know that that's right. I need another buy. 9, 11, 14, yeah. Yeah, this is just another 9 points for him. What do I got left even? 12, 6, 18, 15, 30 something. I mean, technically the points are there if he had a turn which is entirely dud. I can sort of strictly speaking still catch him on points. There are that many points left. There's just no way. He has like 30 golds. Not 30, but close to it. I guess I should probably eliminate the farmlands, although I can't quite do that. Another buy would have been pretty nice. I don't think I need any more gold. Well, anyway, I don't think I need this money either, but... yeah, I mean, here I can score 11, 19 points, but I'm still quite a bit short. I do wish he would just... Well, I could have resigned, but... yeah, okay. Well, no go. Well, I have to win the rest, and I'm going second in them. Oh, yeah. We gotta make it unrated. Alright, these are the rest of the stars. Five two is pretty nice here. There's no draw, but He keeps doing this. I'm gonna do Bridge Troll Spice Merchant, I guess. It's not a terribly exciting board, but you can play several. You can play a couple goons, I guess. I don't know. I'll be right back. Okay, he still hasn't done anything. Jeez. I hope he doesn't have the 5 too. I guess he's gonna alms either another Spice Merchant or the Minstrel or the Militia or something, I guess. I don't know. Good draws for me though. So we could alms another Bridge Troll. And go on a quest for nothing. Here I'll of course alms for a Minstrel. That doesn't matter. The Militia really doesn't hurt very much in the opening. Really didn't hurt at all. I'll say that I'll immediately have a draw somehow that hurts it. But I don't care for the feast, but well, I really hope I draw a copper off here, otherwise I'm in bad shape. See, now the Militia did hurt, so that's something. Okay. We just gotta cycle. We could get 2. Well, no, we couldn't. It wouldn't even really do that, so. He can alms the goons now, which is pretty neat. And he did get rid of it. His Militia is nice in that it gets rid of the coin tokens without disabling alms. Like I can't really get rid of this except by playing a treasure. I also don't really necessarily have to, but hope he buys an embargo. I think it will be pointless. Too bad. Yeah, this is, I think, lost. At this point. I mean, it's a little bit of an exaggeration, but not totally. So I think here I do want to do this right. Oh, well, that didn't work because of that, but okay. Anyway, that was dumb. I was thinking I would be able to get 2 cards, but of course I was under the attack. Yeah, I think I'm totally lost here. Maybe, I don't really know. I'm just full of crap. He's already goons and double goons though, which is terrifying. I guess he just bought the quest for fun. No, he wanted the gold. It's not bad. I don't know. But so I don't think I want to play this because it'll trigger a pretty bad shuffle. So I won't. Yep. We're gonna start having turns where we draw the Spice Merchant without anything. Oh good, he had a bad draw. Probably not bad enough, but yeah, here's a dead Spice Merchant draw immediately. I guess I could wait. I mean, I don't really gain anything by playing this other minstrel, do I? It's unfortunate I didn't get a troll down so that I could alms for something. Yeah, I don't think. Excuse me. One of these last cards is a bridge troll anyway, so. There's pretty. I don't really like that buy. There's a pretty limited. The turns are gonna be garbage. That's what I'm trying to say. turns are going to be absolute garbage. So I could almost for goons here if I get another bridge troll down. It's not great because then I whiff on a turn. But I don't know what I have that it could be better than that. This is one of the most oppressive games I've ever seen. It's pretty funny, actually. I could get a feast. That's not totally wild to me. Yeah, who knows? That was nice. That was not a very good turn for him. I don't want the feast, I want another goons. This is where the, I really don't want that spice merchant though. Ooh, this is a potentially bad shuffle to trigger. I could feast already. Actually, it's not that bad, is it? I could feast for gold, or I could feast for some other object. Is gold any good? I don't even know. Like, how do you score points here? Like, you get a province, I guess, if you can afford them. Like, here, do I buy a province? I'm gonna get another goons. Just so I know I have one in my shuffle, but there's that. I mean, I guess you could buy coppers. This is actually kind of a unique situation. I don't know how many more times I'm going to get 3 goons in play with 6 buys, actually. It doesn't seem like it's going to happen a lot more, so it might be reasonable. I don't know what the pile out is, estates. I can get a lot of estates now, but this is quite a bit of points. I could take estates and really be pressing for the 3 pile, though I then have to figure out a way to get the rest of the goons, which is not that easy. I am gonna take the points here though, because this is just a lot of points. I could buy 1 billion embargoes as well once the estates are gone. And embargo stuff, that seems terrible. I don't know. I can do the estates later for sure. Though it's easy to give yourself dead hands this way. Somehow his turns are really awful. Like, he had a stack of minstrels hide or something. I don't know if I'm going to get these piles where I want them to be, but I'm going to try. Okay, he gains a virtual. That's nice. So I could alms for another bridge troll, which I like. Emptying these two seems fine to me. No, I don't want a copper on just the one goons. I have had really good draws with these minstrels, there's no doubt about that. And his are just now showing up. I don't know if he triggered a bad shuffle, maybe? Seems possible. Now that he's greening too, I wonder what the play is. My shuffles have been super good though, so no pretending like that's not the case. They've been really, really good. He can alms for a couple duchies. I mean, I'll be able to too. So, I can also alms for the, this should be totally safe, right? To alms, get 2 bridge trolls, empty the, yeah, this should be totally safe. You know, nothing's totally safe, but this is a lot of points. I don't know how I won that, actually. That was really weird. I don't know if I just got freakishly better draws than him. Okay, so this is a big engine. I can open with goons. Which is no joke, but it's also not that great of a fairy target. Dingan's a cool guy. So the openings here to me look like maybe Warehouse Potion or Fairy Goons, right? I don't see much else. I don't know how much damage the Goons does at the start. The points don't matter really. It's a question of if the discard attack hurts them much, really. Oh, and whether you can make use of the money, I suppose. Is to me the only real considerations. Fortress split should be pretty important, but not like so bad that you have to start buying them immediately. Like with the 4-3, I wouldn't even really think about it. I would just open Potion Warehouse, but with the 3-4, I can open Goons. It's not, I don't think I like it. I think I'd rather have the cycling and draw sooner. I'm trying to figure out if I want to play with an or with a counterfeit or not in the apothecary deck. I think I do actually, so I'll probably if I hit 4 here, like let's say I don't get to the potion, okay, never mind. No need to even think about it. That was a good opening for me. The only way this could improve further is if I hit the I would take an island now, I think, as him, or Fairy Goons, one of those two things. Yeah, that's reasonable. Right, so I had perfect draws for just no reason at all, and I don't have to ferry the Goons now, which is nice. It saves me a buy, and I keep hitting these not so good draws. So I will take an island here, I believe. Well, did he shuffle yet? He hasn't shuffled, but he's only got one card left, and one of them is the warehouse. So the island is just if he hits the Goons, I might not get to use it. Okay, he didn't get to the Goons. I still may not get to use the island. Probably I do though. Well, almost for sure I do, since we've got this. Okay, that's alright. That's a good shuffle for me. I could go for the second island, but he is gonna play Goons this turn, so I may ferry the nobles actually, or I could buy a counterfeit. I'm thinking between fortress, counterfeit, and ferrying the nobles. because let's get a fortress. This is a nice shuffle. I'm having really good draws. Like unfairly good draws. We'll see if he ferries. No, he gets another warehouse. Wow, okay. Well, we don't want a don't want to trigger that shuffle. That would have been bad. Let's put this over here. I will want another island eventually. I'm just not sure when exactly. Just lots of really nice draws for me so far. Okay. That was nice. Okay. I don't think we're gonna make it quite to where I would like to, so I'm not going to push further than this, but oof, maybe I will. I should have just tossed the states. Okay, so I can get to 5 here, which is not really that great. This may be pretty bad shuffle to trigger, but no, it's fine. Alright, good. Okay. Well, it's okay anyway. So oh wow. Maybe he gave himself a bad draw or a bad shuffle. This is a lot of junk cards. I'm not gonna play through with that. I could get an island. If the nobles weren't here, I might be able to make it through. It'll help a lot to kill another estate. He probably has his other warehouse, so yeah. This is just a lot of coppers, I think. Well, some a lot of coppers, I guess. He's gonna double fortress, I guess. That's reasonable. I need another warehouse. There's that, at least. Those were good draws. Really good. Okay, this time I am just gonna toss coppers. Well, and potion, obviously. Okay. Who has... Did I get a second fortress? Okay, this is the first one. So he bought a fortress. And then he bought another fortress. Here he bought a third. So I don't have another fortress. So I can't actually play all of these guys unless I use the nobles as actions instead. Well, or just don't use the nobles. It also would have been a play. A very fine play. Well, that's as much money as I have. Yeah, he is in a pickle now. Maybe I should have stopped to see if I could have seeded there. That would have been a smart thing to check for, at least. Should I ferry yet? I don't think I want to ferry yet. I think he's pretty toast, assuming I don't screw it up, which is maybe too far of an assumption. I would like to get the third estate out. You can do Noble's Fortress, I guess. Huh. Double Nobles, huh? Well, that's one option. I'm not sure about that double nobles there, but probably a copper's okay. I hate to do it, actually. What is the point of it? at this stage. What is the copper? I don't think the points matter right now, so let's not. That's nice that he had to start with the warehouse. Yeah, he's running into his estates, which I don't. That's a problem I don't have, fortunately. And now he's taking coppers, which I think will be a losing play in the end. Well, it's maybe not right to call it a losing play. He certainly won't lose because of that. Excuse me. I keep having really nice draws. Shoot, I don't actually know here. Let's see, we might hit a nobles. He still can't pile out. I could pile out, except I'm not going to have that much money. I'm going to be short by a few bucks, but... Yep, short by 3, so... Well... if I colony... and buy 3 coppers. I guess next time I can win if I draw it all. which I have a shot at here. He can't win on this turn. So I'm gonna look through quite a number of cards here. I had great draws this game. In particular, after maybe the second reshuffle where I hit Warehouse off that Apothecary play. Just was like, that cuts like a whole turn off building. I'm not sure if the counterfeit was better than doing this stuff. It might have been. It feels like well, you're under attack, but it feels like the build-up was a little slow. Like it could have been a little more explosive with the fairy, but I don't know. It's hard to balance the draw. You don't want to have a dud turn. Anyway, I've got a pretty good shot at drawing it here, but even if I don't, I've got still a pretty good shot of winning. I can really outpace him on points. I actually don't know if I have that good of a shot of drawing it. It's a pretty big deck. At this point. It might take some... Well, last turn I had 3 cards totally unused. 3 cards worth of draw. So it's definitely my longest match this season. We're gonna get up to 2 hours, I think. Maybe he'll just make it really easy for me and buy a couple of fortresses and a nobles. That would be awfully nice. So the most he can score here is 17 points, which ties me. I am a bit worried that it'll disconnect and alright, he takes it again. So he's going to try and move into a position where he can pile out if I have a dud. He doesn't have... He needs another copper if he wants to do that. Now he doesn't need another copper, but... Alright. Okay. Not the best fortress, or not the best apothecary ever. But that's alright. We've got a lot of copper in the discard now. That was a good one. Hopefully I'm just going to keep... Yeah, we should be good now. I cannot complain at all about the draws. They were very, very good to me here on this turn, or this game, including this turn. So that's it. Alright, well, I guess I make it back to A. So hooray for that. And I hope you all enjoyed the season. And I guess I hope you tune in for the upcoming matches in the FDS Championship tournament. And then, so hopefully I'll be able to record all of those. Anyway, see y'all.